You're tuned in to Nerd Overload, your weekly show for video games, movies, TV shows, comics, tech news, and more. Sponsored in part by Creative Foundations, employing individuals with disabilities. Now your hosts, Cody Pennick, Samantha Cross, Sam Dunham, and Josh Harrison.
Don't adjust your sets. You're entering a world of sights and sounds that you may not be familiar with. You're entering the Nerd Overload. I'm Josh.
I'm Cody.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Sam. Hey, thank you for tuning in, everybody. We have a great show for you this week. We're back. And before we get into some news, we have some things we've been checking out.
I had a new experience over the weekend. On Friday, I played D&D.
Really? You?
In the nude.
Well, no, that's not anything new. But how do you think I roll my dice?
Okay.
Over the internet.
Oh, okay.
Using a website/program called Roll20.
So you absolutely could have been in the nude and no one would have known.
Oh, no. Actually, one of the guys I was playing with made the joke that it's kind of hard to take me seriously when I'm just a Luigi head in my little picture.
Oh,
Nice.
It's your avatar.
Yeah, it's my avatar. It's from the Luigi's Life Sucks or whatever comic, and he's just shrugging like a. But everyone else had like webcams, and I was just like, I don't have one. So here you go. Here's Luigi. But no, it was interesting. Like the DM can set up like things they can do. Like you can only see like this far, and like structures on the map actually can like block your line of sight, so that area is like darkened out. Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird to look at, but I don't know. It was really cool and really, really interesting. The fact that we're living in a day and age where we can play games like that, you know, with people from all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
Like one guy I was playing with was in Texas. The DM's in Tennessee. A good friend of mine. It's just I don't know where the other people are. It was just really cool.
Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
Now it has a voice chat as well.
Yeah, it's got Google Meetup or whatever it's called.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
Like
It was because it was
Google
either going to be
Hangout,
that or Skype. I mean, that's one of the two.
yeah,
Or Ventrilo, I guess, but no one really uses that.
no one uses Ventrilo. Everyone uses
No.
TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
But
I hate voice chat in games. I can't do it. It's too much like a phone call, which I also can't do.
no, but I mean, it has textual capability too. But it just seemed it's just easier to wear a headset and just talk,
Yeah.
But it was really, really cool. I really like it, and we were playtesting my one friend's new game system he's writing up.
Okay.
So, like, I had to go make a special character and, like, with these special rules and stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's based on the Wizards D20 system.
Okay, I was going to say, because you usually don't play the D20 system. You usually play, like, the stock standard D&D.
D&D is
right?
D20 standard.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
see, then I'm...
Yeah, it
I'm,
is D20 system.
Then I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I mean, there are, there's, like, D10 systems and D6 systems, and I did all kinds. But no, it's kind of based off, like, it's a lot like Pathfinder, which is which is really heavily based on like 3.5 D&D.
Oh, did you see there's a humble bundle for just like a buttload of Pathfinder books?
Yeah, I did. Like $25 and you get like everything in like a PDF form.
That's awesome. That might be worth.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Yeah. It's Pathfinder's not bad. I do not like Pathfinder. Just most of the time I'm just playing D&D. But this system, it's interesting, and it's kind of cool to play test something that's not, like, officially done yet. Because as we were doing it and, like, situations were coming up, we were kind of, like, discussing, like, well, maybe this should work this way.
Right.
Like, something came up between, like, something that did stunning and something that did, like, a daze effect. And we're trying to determine the difference between what a stun and a daze effect would do.
Okay.
And it was just really kind of interesting working it out.
And you get to influence the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. But it's called Sagaborn, and it's set in a world that they've called Utera, I think is what it is. And there's been a couple authors have written a couple books set in the world and stuff. I have like the first one at home. It's like real thin.
Nice.
But no, it's interesting. And then after we were done, my friend Mike wrote or kind of like doing like adventure notes kind of thing, like telling us like a story as it's going. And we have, like, he pretty much wrote out like kind of what happened in our first session.
Campaign. That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
Oh yeah, I'm super digging it, and I can't wait till we get around to doing it again.
Yeah, I've always kind of wanted to build a
world
and build a something off the D20 system and kind of play test it a little bit, because I don't know, this is not going to come as a surprise to anyone, but I always had the idea for like a Power Rangers kind of like game system, like taking the base framework of the D&D and trying to work it into.
It'd fit perfectly because you'd have your players who would obviously be
your team.
The team.
Yeah.
And then, but I've always had a really neat idea about the giant robot section, where it would be like cumulative rolls, like each player would have to roll a D whatever
to help out,
and you would take the average of the three and base that against the monster and do stuff. That way, it's not like, one person's carrying the entire team. It has to be like a cooperative
group effort,
team deal for the robot. Yeah,
it's kind of funny you talk about that. I have a book at home from back in the 3.5 days. It's called Big Eyes, Small Mouth.
I remember that book, and the thing is, I don't like the way I've read that one, and I don't like how that particular it has a really good ideas.
The Sentai system,
but I don't like that system.
Yeah,
it just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, he's also doing. He's also kind of wanting to do a Star Wars campaign.
Okay,
because he plays a X-wing tabletop like I do, but I guess with his little core group they play with, they're in Nashville. I guess they're wanting to play like their X-wing campaign characters from the game as like tabletop RPG characters as well.
Okay,
I would get into a Star Wars.
I have
tabletop game.
Dude, I have the Star Wars stuff from Wizards back during the 3.5
Well,
days.
let's get a game going.
Yeah, let's do Star
Wars. There's a lot of things we need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to actually play D&D with those characters we roll.
Yeah, I know.
I know, right?
I know.
suck. I'm terrible.
That's okay. No.
That's okay. I think it's this month. There's a D&D setting coming out and I want to play.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to murder you guys in it.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Vampires and stuff.
Excellent.
But yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of like on a two-sided thing here. I love technology and I hate technology.
Welcome to modern life.
Well, I know. I hate kind of how technology has made our society. But then, like, every time I think I hate it so much that I just want to quit, I find something like this that I'm like, where technology is a truly beautiful thing to literally bring people from around the world to one place and doing one thing.
To roll a dice. To roll some dice.
Well, cool. Everyone else was like rolling dice, like real dice, and I could hear them, like the dice bounce around. I'm like, I don't have mine out. So they have like a digital dice roller like built into it, and I was just doing that. I rolled a 1, and I was like, even digital dice hate my guts.
Darn you, RNG.
Yeah, I felt really bad as I overslept our start time a little bit, and I had to jump like kind of in the middle of the campaign. I mean, they weren't too far into it. It was like maybe like 45 minutes. But yeah, I came in like a wrecking ball. Like they were like in the middle of a fight, and I come charging through a door, I guess.
You Miley Cyrus did.
I did, but I slaughtered everything.
Nice. Well, cool. And the online that program actually worked out really well for everything.
Yeah. I mean, there are other online programs like there's
Tabletop Simulator.
There's Tabletop Simulator. There's another Fantasy Grounds. There's another program where you can play D&D online with other people, and I heard it's really good. But that one's where Roll20's free, and the other one I think you have to pay for the service. I'm not really 100% sure. I haven't really looked that deep into it. On Roll20 too, you can find like random people to play with too.
Oh, that's cool.
You can find games, like whatever game system you're like looking to play in, and then you can just maybe find
like
a group.
A weird pickup game of D&D.
Kind of, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you'd probably have to have a character already made up or something. I don't know. I don't know how that works. That's just weird.
And the character, does it have a character creator built into it, or is that something that you have your sheet and stuff?
Mike kind of built it into his, because you can build your campaign and there are like add your own special rules and stuff. He had the character sheets and stuff set up that he can see all the character sheets. The other players can't see each other's character sheets, but he can.
Okay.
But I had to go to the PDF of his game system and kind of pull up on another screen.
Gotcha.
And
okay.
Look at the rules and then kind of type in the stuff.
I see. Okay.
Onto the character sheet.
So you can make it work, but it's not like
it's not
100%.
It's not it's not the smoothest.
Gotcha. Okay.
Criminal.
Nice.
But no, I really, really, really did enjoy it, and I think it's really interesting, especially if you're like, say, maybe there's not a local group you have, or maybe you moved away but you still want to play with your friends.
Right, yeah.
Or your local group has various work schedules that aren't convenient.
Well, that wouldn't help fix things
Oh,
regardless.
that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, if your local group can't meet for work schedules in the real life, you're certainly not
That's
going to
true.
meet it on the internet.
Yeah.
Duh.
But that's my check it out.
Let's see. I've been playing a lot of stuff lately. Super Hot, that just came out. It's like a first person shooter, but more puzzly because time only moves when you move.
So wait. Oh yeah, I think I know that one.
Yeah, it's like all the backgrounds are all white.
Yeah, and all the bad guys are red.
Yeah, like red crystal shaped.
Interesting.
But you can like dodge bullets because you can see them coming, and you do all kinds of awesome action movie stuff in slow motion. And then once you finish the level, it gives you a real time playthrough of what you did.
Oh, that's cool.
So you look like some kind of awesome Jet Li dude. Like it's a really cool game. It's really innovative and different and really slick looking. So check that out. It's cool.
Yeah.
Like there's a framing story, but mainly the game just like drops you in the middle of action movie scenarios.
Okay.
Like there's one where you're just in an elevator and it's like that scene in Captain America 2.
Oh,
You're just
Okay.
fighting some dudes in an elevator, and you have to, you have to pick the right guy at the right time so you don't get punched because it's like one hit and you're out. You gotta start over.
Okay. Interesting.
It's a little bit like Hotline Miami, but 3D.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Check that out.
Have you seen that preview for that movie, like Hardcore Henry?
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of Deadpool, yeah.
Yeah, I really want to
The
see
first
that.
person
Action movie?
action. Yeah.
I really want to see that. 'Cause, like, you're talking about that just kind of made me think of it. So
It does look kind of cool. I don't
know if I think I would get seasick. I would get like
Nah.
motion sickness.
motion sickness.
Nah, I'm good.
You say that now.
This is true. Let's see.
Fire Emblem came out the other week. Samantha and I have both been playing that.
I'm playing Birthright.
And I'm playing Conquest, which is very difficult, especially when you turn the permadeath on. So your characters die, and they die in the game, they die forever.
You have to punish yourself.
Yeah, apparently I'm some sort of masochist who hates himself.
I've barely died.
Well, you got Birthright's the easier one, and Conquest is the harder one. And the whole story is there's these two different families, and one of them is your birth family, the other one kidnapped you when you were a baby, and you choosing what game to get is choosing what family you want to stick with.
Okay.
Which really does split it. They're like two different games. It's not like a superficial like Pokemon Red or Blue thing. Like
Right.
It's two different games.
But doesn't it converge into like a third DLC that's going to be coming out?
yeah, there's
at
a
some
third
point?
part where you don't choose either family is the story for that one.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be completely different too. It's like we're getting 3 Fire Emblem games all at once. So it's pretty cool if you like Fire Emblem.
That's really cool.
Which I do. I love Fire Emblem, and
Me
it's
too.
a great game.
Yeah.
It takes Awakening and just expands on it, adds more. You get like a alternate dimension castle, like a pocket dimension castle.
Oh, nice.
Where you can build your own little castle in there with, that's your shops and all the stuff you would do in between missions. You do in this little castle you build, and you can go to other people's castles and check them out.
Oh, that's cool.
Have
Have you done any of the amiibo stuff?
a little bit.
Because you can import the Fire Emblem Smash Brother characters.
Yeah, I put Marth in there, and he'll have little conversations. He'll come to your castle. You can talk to him. Sometimes he'll give you stuff.
Okay, so he doesn't like join your party or anything like
I
that.
think you might be able to get him to join you, but not right away.
Gotcha. Okay.
But like he gave me his little tiara crown that he wears.
Nice.
You can actually get like outfit stuff for your characters too.
Oh, really?
You have to build the accessory shop in your castle.
Okay.
But yeah, if you like real-time strategy, and even if you don't like real-time strategy, you'll probably still find something to like in.
Turn-based?
Or not real-time, the opposite. Turn-based strategy. If you like turn-based strategy, you'll like Fire Emblem, and even if you don't, you might still find something to like in it.
'Cause, I mean, you could turn it on super easy mode and not be in pain.
Yeah, and just enjoy the relationship building in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's something you can do too. You can marry the other characters, and then they have offspring. They become characters that you can use. It's a really cool game.
Oh, cool.
A+, 10 out of 10. Except for the rage that I get every time somebody dies. Because
Welcome to the real world.
a character dies and I shut it off and start over.
Sure.
Almost every time because I can't bear to lose.
Just rage quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could avoid that.
By not putting permadeath on, I know. I think it's too late now. I'd have to start over.
He's in too deep.
Yeah.
He's already made some life-changing decisions.
Do we have anything else? Do you have anything?
You want to talk about Crash Bandicoot?
I put a lot of time into Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if there's anything worth talking about.
Let's fill a couple minutes with Crash
I
Bandicoot.
just wanted to go back and check it out, and guess what? It's an amazing game. It's great. It stands the test of time, and it's still really good. Like, I love the self-contained, racetrack style levels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I kind of wish that the Mario games would have went that direction instead of what they did with Mario 64.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go as far to say I think Crash Bandicoot is a better game than Super Mario 64.
Really? Wow. Well, I mean, I can kind of see that.
No, I get
that's,
it.
I mean, that's just more my jam, is that kind of gameplay, that kind of individual levels. I don't like these big open worlds with nothing in them.
Right. I mean, that's why Mario went back to that, basically.
Yeah, Mario 3D World has more in common with Crash Bandicoot than you would think.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. It's a shame that they haven't done more with Crash Bandicoot. Like, that franchise has kind of dropped off.
I think they're trying to do something with it.
There's been
rumors, like rumblings.
But there's rumors
and
about
rumblings.
everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Activision Blizzard owns Crash Bandicoot now, so I'd be afraid if they did anything with it, it would be real bad.
Nah, Crash will just end up in WoW as an NPC.
Yeah.
Selling you peaches.
Sony should buy it back, because they don't have anything like that.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, they don't really... Yeah, you're right. They don't have like a mascot anymore, do they?
Unless you count Nathan Drake.
I mean, they did have Spyro there for a while, but now that's...
Skylanders, and that's on
Skylander.
everything.
Yeah, Activision owns Spyro, too.
True, yeah.
Yeah, Skylanders they don't even care about Spyro anymore. He's like really ancillary to that
Yeah,
whole
he's
thing.
not...
Yeah, he seriously, I think I've maybe seen 2 Spyro figures in the entire line.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even look
It doesn't look
the
right.
same anymore.
No, he doesn't. None of the dragons look right.
But yeah, they're all the Skylanders are super ugly. Like,
I
They're
know,
not- yeah.
I know.
They're
They're
not-
ugly toys. Ugly, ugly, ugly toys.
there's the occasional one that looks kind of cool. There was like a roller derby one that was kind of cool, but like overall, they're just a bunch of uninspired, like ugly monsters.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the con?
Oh yeah, we did. We went to what was it, Wizard World Cleveland?
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was a Wizard World con.
Yeah, so
you know,
everything was laid out exactly the same as every other Wizard World con.
Yeah.
We went on a Sunday, which is interesting. It
Yeah.
wasn't very crowded.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't too crowded. It was actually pretty nice.
It was
Yeah.
pretty enjoyable.
Yeah,
That's good,
I had a
yeah.
good time. Like, we could get around without fighting crowds. Because last year when we went on a Saturday,
man.
it was
Yeah, we
nuts.
were all there.
Yeah, last year
You guys met
were
us up
all-
there.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
That-
And also the fact there was like a blizzard going on.
Man, we had
Oh,
to
yeah.
walk in the snow.
It was a mess last year.
Dude,
The weather was
remember when-
amazing this year, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we walked to Noodle Cat
Noodle
in like
Cat.
knee-deep snow?
Oh, man, that was the worst.
We
went to-
walked in almost 60-degree sunshine.
Yeah,
Excellent.
to Noodle Cat. Yeah.
It was
Noodle
fantastic.
Cat was very good. Still,
Good?
they
Good to
changed
hear.
things a little bit.
Really?
Their menu, you have to like fill out your menu and hand it to them.
Oh, so it's kind of like there's a sushi restaurant in Polaris next to the rave called the Sushi Inn. That's kind of like that.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
have really good sushi too.
I've never
It's
been
expensive. I've been there once, and it cost...
But the
No.
quality's good. though.
Yes.
there. I was worried Noodle Cat was going to cost a lot, but it's not bad.
That's not
No,
terrible.
no, Noodle Cat's not bad.
Yeah.
I remember last year when we went on Friday to Cleveland. Friday wasn't too bad. Saturday was
Saturday
like
was the worst.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah. That was real bad.
Good.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah. But this year it was good?
Yeah.
Did you see any celebrities? Did you get the pictures? Did you
We took some pictures.
get the pictures of Spider-Man I asked for?
I did not. We didn't see any Spider-Man.
Fired Parker.
We saw Matt Smith from a distance.
Cool. Cool.
Michael Rooker was there being
Always.
hilarious.
He's singing happy birthday to some guy over the intercom.
Yeah.
Above the
Aw.
hole.
Awesome.
Oh, Michael Rooker.
I
So
thought he
funny.
was doing it for a kid, but afterwards he's like, he's 34 or something. I'm like, oh.
See, I love it when the celebrities, they get into it, you know? They they're not just there. I'm here just for my paycheck and
Some celebrities are like that.
yeah.
Michael
Val
Rooker
Kilmer.
is definitely not one of them. He has a
Good.
good time at his cons.
That's good.
That is good.
His panels are hilarious. He just goes nuts, walks around the room, talks to people, asks people if they have questions that didn't raise their hand. Yeah. Basically just stirs the pot. Like
That's cool. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
If I were famous, that's the way I would do it.
I would
for
like
sure.
to think if I ever got super famous to the point where people were paying money to come see me, I think I'd still think I'd be a cool dude.
Well, my self-esteem would be like, why? Why are you,
know,
why are you spending money?
I
Here,
know,
have this
right?
money back.
I feel bad. I should be paying you.
Yeah.
Matt Smith looked like he looked like he was happy to be there. He didn't look too
He always seems to be enthusiastic about stuff.
Yeah.
Saw him sign some lady's boob.
Yeah.
Well, like her, like Matt Smith Hot Topic dress, like right on the boob.
Nice.
People.
Karen Gillian was there too, but we didn't see her. Every time we went by her booth, she wasn't there.
Aw, bummer.
Who else was there? Henry Winkler.
Saw him from a distance.
Yeah.
Was anyone actually talking to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would talk to a Henry Winkler. Are you
Yeah, he had
kidding
a-
me? He's the Fonz.
He had a decent crowd.
He was Ambush Bug that one time. That one time the character's ever popped up in anything ever.
What?
Yeah, he was the
Brave
voice
and
of
the Bold.
Brave and the Bold.
episode.
The last episode of Brave and the Bold, Batman teamed up with Ambush Bug because Batmite was trying to get the show canceled. Yeah.
And there's an awesome fake trailer for a CG Batgirl show
Yep.
that I wish was real. It's a really good episode of a great series. They really let it go out with a bang.
They did it right.
It's one of my
And with
favorite.
the rap party
Yeah.
here at the end.
It's one of my favorite Batman shows.
Yeah.
Brave and the Bold was pretty
It was
pretty
very
good.
good.
I like how it's kind of big callbacks to the cheesy stuff from back in the day.
Yeah. It's super lighthearted and fun.
And the fact that Kevin Conroy came back to be Batman of a different planet. And he looked kind of like the Bruce Timm Batman a little bit.
A little bit. Yep.
It's too bad you didn't get to see Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, that would have been cool, but
You didn't go on Saturday.
didn't go on Saturday.
Did your mom seem to have a good time?
Yeah.
It was funny to watch her be confused by the
The ner-
Undertale stuff.
Yeah.
What is that?
There was a lot of Undertale costumes,
Of
too.
course.
Really?
Yeah. It's blown up with the kids.
Is it mostly Sans?
I think we saw more Sans than anything else, but there was a couple tutorials and a papyrus, but it was mostly Sans.
Yeah,
it's
because that's the
easy.
easy one. Yeah.
Put on some slippers and make yourself a crappy skeleton head mask.
Yeah. See, what they need to do is get some Metaton. And I'm not talking about like a second form. I'm talking just the big
The
box robot.
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah.
No Undyne, which is a shame. She's cool.
She's cool.
What was the best cosplay we saw, you think? I can't remember.
Oh, my favorite was these parents apparently made their daughter
yeah.
a huge, was it speeder?
Yeah.
Her speeder, kind of like a wagon, but she was, huge. She was
Ray.
riding it.
It was Ray on the speeder.
On the
Aw.
I have a picture
on the
of it.
popsicle.
Awesome.
Yeah.
On the popsicle speeder.
That's
they,
cool.
They took a stroller, I think, and turned it into
A big,
Big
I'll
thing.
show you a picture. I'll
Okay.
have Cody send it to you. But it
excellent.
was so cute.
and she was so excited to be there and have everybody checking out, her
Aw.
costume.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Aw.
That's another thing. There was a ton of little girls just like Ray's, and it just made my
Excellent.
heart melt. And,
Aw.
I even saw a girl just like a straight up Jedi, and I was like, yes,
Yeah.
That's great. That is awesome.
How are your ovaries after that?
yeah.
That's why I love Ray so much. It's so cool for, girls to have a cool Star Wars character to dress as.
That doesn't look like a metal bikini.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or just a plain white dress.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good Star Wars ones, actually. Well, they had the was it the 201st?
501st.
Or 501st was there.
Yeah,
so.
there's the 501st has a garrison in Ohio. The Mandalorian Armor Club is big in Columbus. There's probably a bunch more. I just can't think of it right now.
Yeah.
Ray's costume is really cosplay friendly too.
Oh yeah, it's really
I mean-
simple.
I mean, it's not too easy to where it's oh, you're Ray, that's lame. But it's enough to where it's doable and looks cool.
All right, hey guys, we got to go ahead and take a break here, and when we get back, we'll have some news.
Yeah, yo.
Nerd Overload is sponsored in part by Creative Foundations.
Hi, my name is Robert.
Hi, my name is Amber.
Hi, my name is Jessica.
I'm Jimmy, and I work at Crave Foundations,
The store that employs people with developmental disabilities.
We have 4 locations.
Delaware, Mount Vernon, Marysville, and Urbana.
Our website is creativefoundations.org.
Find us on Facebook.
We're back. That was Take On Me, originally done by Aha. It's covered by the band Ninja Sex Party.
Somebody who we've wanted to play songs by on this show for so long.
Forever, but we can't. We can't play any of their songs, unfortunately.
They're not radio.
Yeah,
appropriate.
really funny. Really, I love them. Actually, a couple of their songs are on my workout mix. But we can't play them on the radio. But they're putting out an album of actually by this point it came out yesterday of cover songs. Was it Ninja Sex Party Under the Covers? Yeah, it's a
Look
strong
them up
title.
on YouTube. They got some great, hilarious videos.
Oh yeah, and I like this cover. It's a surprisingly serious take on.
Yeah, from what is
All of them are.
Yeah.
essentially a comedy band.
Yeah, they're like the Tenacious D of 80s goofy music.
Yeah.
Synth music, but really good stuff. Check them out. Anyway, if you notice from the first break, I didn't really get into my check it out, which was totally cool because it kind of rolls into some news. My check it out this week was Pokemon Yellow. I took the bite. I spent my $10 and got one of the 3DS re-releases that just came out on the 27th, I think it was.
So you got the crappy one.
No, I got the best one.
You can get all the starters in Yellow.
Yeah, man. You get them. Yeah, you can. That is the one you get the closest to catching them all. You know what? Yellow's fun. They've made some changes to the original carts a little bit here and there. Some of the attacks that flashed a little bit too much, they reduced the flashing on it so that it wouldn't trigger epilepsy. And they actually recolored Jinx.
Oh,
she's purple instead of black now. And actually, with this change, she is the most colorful sprite in the game. Yeah. And they've done a couple other things, but it's fun.
So
it's Pokemon. It's the
Pikachu
original.
still follows you around.
Yeah, and it's
Squawk says horrible,
oh
low
man,
quality
it's like
sound
oh
samples.
my god, I might put a clip of that in here because man. Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's fun. It's very simplistic. A lot more. I forgot how simplistic the original games were.
I kind of like that.
But I like it. Yeah, it's refreshing.
See, I remember when I was younger and I had all the Pokemon memorized, the 150 memorized,
man.
and who's better than what on what.
I was never that. Well, as it turns out, the first game that doesn't matter at all because the rock paper scissors system was so broken.
Really?
That an Alakazam with Psychic can roll over anything in the game because the only thing that hard checks it is part poison type.
And there's hardly any of those.
Was there poison type in the original?
In the original, Psychic is strong against poison. So the only ghosts in the game are ghost poison. And it will just steamroll. It will steamroll over anything. That is the only thing you need.
Yeah, that's why they had to invent dark type Pokemon.
Pretty much, yeah. And but they left a lot of the old bugs in, which is great because not many people, people nowadays kind of know, but back then no one really realized the game was pretty much held together with duct tape. You could by doing a couple different kind of move kind of things, and not really even cheats, just going and talking to a certain person and then go here and talk to this certain person. It adds little data strings, which makes the game do weird stuff. One is replacing all of the graphics, or one is teleporting you to a certain location, or making certain animals that shouldn't show up.
I remember a glitch from back in the day. There was an area down in the southern region of the map where it's a path of water.
Yeah.
Oh, the missing nose strand.
Well, you just go back and forth, and you can just catch level 99 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Of just random Pokemon, not even a water type.
It'll modify the sixth item in your inventory to be 99 of them.
Yep. So I've been playing through that, and that's fun. And that actually ties into the news that they had a Nintendo Direct.
A 5-minute long little squirt of information.
Yeah.
Squirtle.
Yeah. But it introduced the next generation of games, Sun and Moon, coming out holiday. Is that what they said?
Holiday
so, end of the year.
2016.
But which holiday? There's so many.
Arbor Day.
It's Kwanzaa Pokemon.
Yeah, there we go.
Kwanzaa,
There, perfect.
Kwanzaa-mon.
But the thing that came out with this, other than, new gen, is going to be awesome. You're going to be able to transfer characters from these new eShop re-releases of the original games into the newest generation game. Into this.
Okay.
Which makes me wonder how it's going to work, because there's stats and things that have been added.
I think they're going to end up just arbitrarily adding data.
Randomly assigning the data.
That's probably going to be the easiest way for them to do it.
So
but,
the nature of your Pokemon is going to be random once you push it through.
Right. You might have the
future.
best character in Gen 1, but once you push it to Gen, was it 7?
Yeah, I think
7. It could end up being the worst. But it's interesting because of all the games, though, moving even from the original, moving from 1 to 2, Gen 1 to Gen 2, took a lot of work, and there was a hardware limitation between Gen 2 and Gen 3 because there was no transfer cable between the original...
The Game Boy Advance and Game Boy. Yeah, there's no way you can connect those.
Yeah. So now you can theoretically pull characters from the original and play them all the way, or get close to playing them through as many games as you want. And that's really cool.
Yeah. And a new gen of Pokemon sounds awesome. I'm ready for that.
Yeah, it's time.
I used to hate the new gens, but I think as I get older...
or whatever.
I think I kind of like...
There's good and bad.
Oh, I always get excited about new Pokemon. I mean...
Once they hit Gen 5, they started getting a little lazy. Gen 5 was a little lazy, I think.
Which one was 5?
That one was... I think that was the one that introduced the trash... Which I like.
I like
the trash bag guy.
Yeah, Garbodor and the smaller
Trubbish.
one. Trubbish. I love those too.
And I mean, there were a lot of just generic birds and generic
bird Pokemon are my favorite.
Yeah. But
Staravia, that one's rad.
Yeah, that one is pretty rad. But I'm talking about the one that's just a sparrow.
Oh,
it's like nothing.
Fletchling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think he's a little cutie.
I don't know. Honestly, even though I haven't completed it, I got really excited when X and Y came out because I liked the ghost and the steel types.
Yeah, the floating ghost sword.
Yes, I have him in my team, and I love him.
That's a pretty great one.
That was the Pokemon that felt like the biggest jump, I think, to it. This actually feels different and better and awesome.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Yep. That's how I really really liked that, but I feel bad I haven't played more of it.
Black and White felt like, oh, this is okay, but it's more of the same.
Mm-hmm.
But X and Y was like, okay, this is an upgrade. It actually feels like it's an upgrade.
Yep. I just hope this new generation brings in all the customization that a lot of the previous ones had, but had them spread out between the different games.
Yeah.
In the newest one that came out, the remake of Ruby and Sapphire, you had the bases, but you couldn't customize your character.
And the character customization was one of my favorite things.
That was the best thing in X and Y. Yeah, so I hope that comes back. There was Gen 4 or 5 has the you put animations on the ball that you throw out, so
cool.
you can jump out and they're in a blaze of fire or whatever.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Having your first Pokemon following behind you.
That would be cool.
Silver remakes, that was cool.
Yeah. So I hope they bring all of that.
Yeah.
All of those features in.
Yeah.
Why not throw out all the stops? It's the 20th anniversary. Might as well.
Make it good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm calling it Pokemon Moon forever.
You call him Moon.
I'm calling Moon.
I kind of want Moon.
Pokemon Dayman versus Pokemon Nightman.
Is there going to be a space aspect to this?
And maybe.
Ooh, that'd be so dope.
That's what I'm guessing. Either you're going to go to space, or Pokemon...
Come from space.
New Pokemon will come from space.
Alien Pokemon.
Which
not like there weren't already alien Pokemon.
You could argue that all the Pokemon came from space.
Yeah.
That's kind of hinted at in the first games.
Well, in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, there's a post-game mission, the Delta... Actually, I think it's called the Delta mission or something like that. And it basically is one of the Pokemon is a space virus that was mutated by a laser beam. Yeah.
Is it the weird little Pokemon language GIF ones?
No, it's it looks like a DNA strand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mr. DNA.
Kinda.
DNA.
Dinosaurs.
Spared
hope
no
that-
expense.
I hope they don't lean too hard on the space thing if there is a space thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be going to different... Actually, now that I think about it, that's awesome. Like a future Pokemon where you're going to different planets. And
That would
like,
be cool.
Pokemon Planet.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. That's straying too far from the formula, which is something they don't like to do.
Yeah.
But that would be really cool.
Yeah. Now, see, I'm calling that it's going to be returned to the first generation map. Was it
Kanto?
Yeah, that's the one. Because again, 20th anniversary, and it's having connectivity to the original game. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe this might be like set 20 years in the future of that
Old Man
original
Brock?
game.
Old Man
Yeah.
Brock.
Oh, that would be rad.
That would be really
If
cool.
they aged up all the characters.
Yeah, that would
Brock
be
is the
really
new
cool.
Oak.
No, Gary would be the new Oak.
Yeah.
No.
He'd be,
I want
smell
Brock.
you later. Take this Pokedex.
Brock would be a breeder. He'd be a Pokemon.
He would
He'd
be.
run the daycare.
He would, yeah, because that was his thing in the show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bearded Brock.
Yeah.
Bearded Brock.
Nice.
Well, aside from loving all the Jennies and all the Nurse Joys.
Yeah.
We should play that song sometime. Have you heard that song?
No.
Oh God,
It's
we'll
a
have to play it
treat.
afterwards. There's from the Pokemon album. There's a song that Brock sings about
Oh,
having
yeah.
to choose between Jennies and Joys.
Oh,
my
God.
It is.
yeah.
It's so terrible.
Wow.
That means we get Team Rocket back.
That would mean.
I
yeah.
would like to see Team Rocket come back because all the other teams ever since them have seemed ridiculous and dumb.
Team
Yes.
Magma, Team Plasma.
Yeah.
Stupid. Team Rocket all
Barring
the
the
way.
one in black and white, they were kind of cool because they had
They were environmentalists,
legitimate-
right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had like a legitimate thing
Yeah.
they were
it's like
doing.
no one should fight with these.
And it's like, well, you're kind of right.
Yeah. But then
It's
again, it was like
dogfighting.
the boss. The end of that was the guy just wanted everyone to give up the Pokemon, so he would be the only one that has the Pokemon,
Yeah.
and then rule the world. So I mean, it was
Well,
had a-
Giovanni was the mob.
It
Yeah.
makes
Actually,
more
there's a theory that he was the mob only because he was trying to prevent. He was part of the science team that created Mewtwo and was secretly trying to create a way to defend the world from Mewtwo,
Mewtwo.
taking over, and that's why he joined the mob.
Wait. Pokemon Sun and Moon. Team Rocket.
There you
More
go.
space.
more space.
More space. Yes,
Pokespace.
I would love a game where you could play as a rocket grunt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you could choose whether you're on the good side or the bad side.
That would be the best.
Yes. You're starting is a Golbat or a Zubat
Aw.
Yeah, you could have a Zubat and Ekans
or a Drowsy.
yeah.
Coughing.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we've rambled about Pokemon for like 15 minutes, so we should probably move on to our other news.
Never.
Yeah. So someone picked from the list.
They're doing a movie based on the children's game show from the 90s, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
So is it like the Olmec origin?
I guess.
No. It's okay. I actually read about this.
Okay.
Um,
Inform us. Enlighten us.
basically, you're gonna have like 3 siblings
Okay.
traipsing through a jungle. It's basically they're going to a legitimate hidden temple.
Oh man.
And Olmec's going to be there.
Are they going to have to get the silver monkey?
There is going to be.
They're not gonna be able
from
to
what
put
I
that thing
from
together.
what I
Never.
know they never put it together right. I mean, the head goes on top. What the crap?
Yeah, there's 3 pieces. It is a puzzle with 3 pieces.
And the head has a big long stick on it. Come
Yeah.
on now. Come on now. You're dumb kids.
Is the movie going to be rigged so that the kids can't win?
Because they have a limited budget.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
They
Probably.
can only give out so many prizes.
But anyway, but I guess there's gonna be like cameos of like animals that represented the different teams, like a legit, like
Is-
a real silver monkey and
Is
crap.
Kirk Fogg going to have a cameo?
That would be awesome.
I don't know
He's
how I
the,
pulled his name out.
No. They
he'd
should
be
have
the
like
voice of Olmec.
They should have a skeleton just laid, and they find a journal, and he's like an explorer or something. But I guess there's going to be like other aspects from the show that are represented within the movie, like the steps of knowledge and things like
They're going to
that.
cross a river.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could answer some questions about Napoleon or something.
A temple guardian will jump out and they'll crap their pants.
Go through a ball pit.
Yeah.
A ball pit in a room. I don't know. It's a weird idea for a movie because it's not
Yeah.
like there was any lore for the game show.
Unless they're using it like they're going the Max Headroom route, where they did the movie so that they could explain why they have a video VJ for their like show, their music video show. And this is a secret backdoor pilot for the game show Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Maybe, I don't know, but like basically it's a made-for-TV movie where they're kind of building a kids adventure movie set within the Legends of the Hidden Temple nostalgia.
Yeah, it's just banking on 90s kid nostalgia, sure. But
and that's something that's Legends of the Hidden Temple has been popping up a lot lately. Like the last couple of conventions I've gone to, there have been cosplayers dressed up as contestants.
There's a website out there that made it really easy because they sell the golden helmets, the T-shirts.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can get knee pads, the amulet of life or whatever it was called.
Okay, so it's one of those cosplays where you just throw enough money at it and
it's not even that much money.
Yeah,
like the T-shirt's like $15.
Oh, okay.
And they have all the teams represented.
Nice.
Blue Barracudas for life.
Whatever. Blue Barracuda scrub.
What was the green one? The green
parrot. No, it was purple parrot.
Purple parrot.
Were they monkey? Green
no,
monkey?
No, silver monkey. Was it a lizard? It was like a lizard. There was like a lizard.
You know what? If only there was an internet type device that I could just look it up.
No, it's
we're at this point of the show where we do that.
Yeah,
it's impossible.
We have the blue barracudas, the green monkeys, the silver snakes.
No,
it's the shrine of the silver monkey.
Oh,
the purple parrots, the red jaguars, and the orange iguanas. I don't remember the silver snakes or the orange iguanas. I think it was always the blue barracudas, the green monkeys, the purple parrots, and the red jaguars.
The red jaguar, actually, I read about it, is like the team that the producers would always put the super athletic kids on.
Sure.
No, I'm dead serious. That's why they always won.
But in other 90s kid nostalgia news...
And Nickelodeon news.
And Nickelodeon, yeah, they're doing a Hey Arnold movie, too.
Yeah. I don't know anything about this one other than it's happening. I don't know if it's going to be live action or not. Although, if it's live action, I don't know how they're going to find a kid with a head that shape.
A lot of surgery.
Yeah, I had a lot of surgery for this role.
Well, didn't they explain how Stewie got his football head? He was jumping on the bed and hit the ceiling.
Yeah, how do they find a kid like that who looked like someone from Nightbreed?
I like that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Look like Mac Tonight.
A lot of prosthetics.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a live-action movie, but everybody's wearing prosthetics to look like the cartoon characters.
It's like nightmare fuel.
Like Hellraiser.
it's like an SNL skit.
So does Grandpa have like a prosthetic ball?
Oh, he did it.
He had the worst character design of
really
any cartoon Grandpa I've ever seen.
Yeah. But hey Arnold, that's one of the... I would say that's like a high middle tier.
Yeah,
Nickelodeon show. Yeah, it was never like the top dog, but it was a solid show.
Yeah, it was realistic in a way, and captured, I think, being a kid in a city pretty well.
Yeah. And it was a kind of a period piece, wasn't it? It was set like in the 80s, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Something like that.
It was kind of 80s, kind of early 90s.
Yeah.
I think it was just set in the time it was out. Because
it'd be a period piece now.
Yeah, Helga's dad sold beepers.
Yeah. Oh, that's
He's
true.
a beeper salesman.
Okay.
Yeah.
True.
Well, I thought he just kind of sold electronics. It was like an electronics store.
It was Bob's Beepers.
Was it?
Which sounds like Bob's Burgers.
It does a little bit, yeah.
Oh, man. Hey Arnold was... I used to watch the crap out of that show.
Yeah.
Remember the episode with like the pigeon guy?
Yeah.
And everyone was afraid of him. He was this weird guy who lived on the roof, had carrier pigeons or whatever.
Oh, you mean Mike Tyson?
No.
He loved the pigeons.
Did you ever watch the Mike Tyson mysteries?
It's pretty good. Yeah. I've seen a couple episodes. They're pretty good.
Yeah, for what they are, yeah. Oh, speaking of old TV making a comeback.
Oh, no.
Guess what just dropped on Netflix?
No.
Whatever happened to predictability?
The Milkman, the Paperboy, and evening TV.
I'm out.
Fuller House is on
A
Netflix.
More Full House.
A More Full House. Fullest House.
The Fullest House.
That's the next season.
Yeah, yep.
Which is confirmed. That's the new story.
Yeah,
They're
it is
doing
coming
season
back.
2.
Yep.
Because God knows it was so good before.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it because everybody was talking about it, and I've never liked Full House. it's hot garbage.
It's just generic 80s, 90s sitcom.
Yeah.
Now, I tried. I really wanted to watch some of it for my Check It Out. That was almost it, but I didn't get the time. I am going to sit and watch the series because I'm a masochist.
Good luck.
Yeah. From what I understand, now this is all secondhand stuff I've heard. It's set up a lot like the original show.
It is exactly like it's.
Except when it breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah.
To make fun of the Olsen twins. Which, from what I understand, happens every episode.
Wow.
At one point in every episode, they make a dig on the Olsen twins, and then everyone looks directly into the camera to call out their...
I'll say they're the only ones who didn't come back, right?
They are. Yep.
I don't blame them.
Yep. Although I guess technically the other twins, the kid, Jesse and what's her name?
I don't know.
Because I know it's Jesse Katsopoulos. I do know that.
Oh yeah, they came. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I watched about 15 minutes of the first episode until I got to the point where I could not take it any longer.
Yeah.
I had to shut it off.
Now, fun fact: I've seen every episode of Full House. I don't talk about my real job very often, but one of the side effects
is watching the TV.
Is that I have to watch a lot of television, and a lot of it veers towards like early 90s sitcoms, and because of this, I have watched every episode of Full House.
The only one I can really remember, like really remember, is the one where Jesse's uncle from Greece comes,
yes,
and he passes away.
That's right. Yep, that was the very special episode about death.
Yeah.
They actually did a sequel to that where the rest of his family comes over, and it was
they
one of the...
also all die.
No, it's actually one of the...
It's the Red Wedding from the Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
that's it. No, it's actually the episode, one of the few episodes where both Olsen twins were allowed to act on screen at the same time because she has an identical cousin from the old country.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
How woo.
But
I'm surprised at how well they, I guess, well in quotes, they nailed like the 90s sitcom-ness.
Well, didn't they get a whole bunch of the original writers back to do some of this?
They probably did. But
Yeah.
it feels, when you watch it, it feels like no time has passed.
Yeah.
Like it's the same.
Except visually.
Except visual. I mean,
Even not that visual,
Yeah.
because like all the old actors look about exactly the same.
sure.
Well, you know.
Well, I'm talking more about the kid actors.
Yeah, they're visually
That's Stephanie Tanner, though.
No, nope, not taking that bait.
Well, she's an adult now, so it's all good. Okay, Jodie Sweetin is a very attractive woman. All right.
A bit more like John Stamos and like his yogurt of immortality.
Well, he's been rubbing that oikos all over himself. That's how he stayed young.
He bathes in it.
Yes. No oikos bath.
Apparent sex goddess Kimmy Gibbler.
Yes, that is. Yeah.
Apparently, in the new
What?
season, she's some sort of sexual goddess.
What?
Yes.
Not kidding. Not kidding.
She has
Wait,
her. her
which one's this one?
Kimmy Gibbler.
Is that the weird neighbor?
The weird
Yes.
neighbor.
What?
Yeah.
She has some sort of. Her ex-husband is some sort of foreign dude. Like, was he like some kind of Spanish guy? I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention.
He comes in trying to win her back and talking about what a
What a freak she was?
yeah.
Yeah. So next time you're watching the young show, the old show of Full House, keep that in your back pocket.
Like he says something about her knowing all the moves in the Kama Sutra, and like apparently she, yeah.
I wish the listeners could see my face. This is terrible. No.
He's smiling. He's smiling real
I'm
big,
not.
you guys.
I'm not.
He's way into it.
Yeah,
I'm crying.
He's into the gib.
He's thinking hard. He's thinking hard about that Gibbler.
Oh.
That Aphrodite.
No. She was my least favorite character in the old show.
Hola, Tanneritos.
Oh my god.
So did they try to put a new catchphrase? Did they call back all the old catchphrases like "How rude"?
Oh, apparently, DJ gets an "Oh my Lanta" in like every episode.
That's
I've
the
heard.
worst. That's actually the catchphrase that I don't really remember all that often.
What does it even mean?
That's an old one. It goes back to like other, like way, way back, old other shows.
Yeah, I was just like, that was like a commercial jingle from like back in the day.
But I heard that one of DJ's kids has a new catchphrase.
Is it? I listen to the Bam Bam.
yeah.
I think I know what one it is.
It's Holy Chalupas.
What is it, Deadpool? The Deadpool on Full House?
Apparently.
Wow.
I hope that is true. I hope that Bam Bam we listened to, they didn't just make it up.
Yeah. But yeah, Holy Chalupas.
But it sounds about like what they would make him say on the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You got it, dude.
you got it. Holy Chalupas. Holy, what is it? It's like it's like an ad for Taco Bell.
Holy quesarito with some cinnamon twist and a Baja Blast.
Great guac.
What was it that you said? You're like,
Holy Taco Bell's delicious chalupas.
They're on special now.
$1.99. Check it out.
You get that $5 box.
fill up box meal deal.
Oh God. Okay, so I
Break the fourth meal.
Liv Moss.
Oh man.
We're not endorsed by Taco Bell.
No.
But although if Taco Bell's interested, I'm interested.
Not for breakfast, though.
Anyway, I want to move off of this because we don't have a whole lot of time left. But I will guarantee by this time next week, I will have watched all of Fuller House. So I'm going to sit down and I'm
No,
going to
because
tell you.
Daredevil's coming. I'm going to be too busy.
I'm going to watch them both. You know what? I'm going to let those
Go
two
back and forth between both. See how that
Yep.
feels.
Yeah, one episode of Daredevil, one Full House. One Daredevil, one Full House.
some tantric TV watching.
No. Hook up two monitors and just watch them at the same time.
Yes, there we go. Yep. Yeah, I'll pin my eyes open like the like in
Clockwork
Orange. All right, so we have time for like one more real quick one.
I think we got time for two.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let's
we have
just-
time for two real quick ones. Leonardo DiCaprio won an Oscar finally.
Yay!
Congratulations! It's been a long time coming.
It's about darn time.
I mean, The Revenant was good, so
yeah, I've heard.
yeah.
I'm trying to determine what's funnier: the memes of him winning the Oscar, or the memes of him not ever getting one.
Yeah. We can't do that anymore. But no, the new meme is him eating cookies.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Because they cut to him
every-
and he had like a box of like Girl
yeah,
Scout
they
cookies or
like
something. that he was
guilted
eating.
everybody to buy Girl Scout cookies, basically.
Yeah, Chris Rock's daughter sold
Yeah.
a bunch of Girl Scout cookies during the Oscars.
See, that's
You know, that's one thing I hated. Like, you know, with like that stuff was like you always have that one friend at work who, you know, that one kid in school where like their parent has like a big job with a lot of people and they just make all the sales.
Oh sure. Yeah.
Chris Rock basically just did that.
Chris Rock is that dad.
Yeah, he's that dad. But no, I saw a bunch of memes where they took like the little top from Inception as his trick to see if he's still in the dream. or not.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, so the other thing we want to talk about real quick, this is a Microsoft thing, right? The
HoloLens, which we talked about before. It's the goggles you put it on your face. It's not VR, it's AR. It puts things in your house.
Yeah, it puts things on top of
Holograms.
your stuff.
My house is boring.
Yeah, and their new, it's like, is it going to be the HoloLens mascot, or is it the first game that they're doing?
I don't, it's just one of the games that they're launching with.
It
I
is
guess.
Young Conker.
Which, if you remember, Conker the squirrel from Conker's Bad Fur Day, the adult humor platform game by Rare.
Yeah.
Back on the 64
Yeah,
and the original Xbox
No.
when they brought it back.
Yeah, there was a re-release, for the
yeah.
original Xbox.
But this is Young Conker, and he is family friendly.
Which goes against everything the original game was about.
Yeah.
Though it's technically not the original game.
Yes, there was a Game Boy game, Conker's Pocket Tales, that was family friendly, but that was made back when Conker's Bad Fur Day was going to also be family friendly.
Okay.
There was a time when that was going to be just a regular old Rare game, but they decided to go in a different direction with it.
Yeah.
A very different direction with it.
You know, here's the thing with Conker. I've never thought of him as a strong enough of a mascot for anything.
Oh, no.
Because I mean, you have your Marios and your stuff like that, and when you go into a Mario game, you know what to expect. With Conker, it's not really
Like
Any they could have slapped any mascot into Bad Fur Day and
Yeah.
make it work.
yeah, the joke is that he's not a very good mascot.
Yeah.
No.
Like he's just kind of like a crappy drunk squirrel that kind of
he's a
wanders
random.
around.
Yeah, he's a random character.
Yeah.
And this is what happens when you get like advertising firms who don't know the history of the characters. They just see, oh, we have the license for this, little gray squirrel
Well, yeah,
guy.
look at
Let's
this
slap
cute
him on
squirrel.
everything. And they don't know. They don't take the time to research what made the game character, because Conker wasn't the important part of that game. It was the gameplay of that game that made that game fun.
And the jokes.
Yeah, the humor.
they're taking the wrong part of Conker and putting it into this, I think.
Yeah, it was the juvenile humor combined with solid Rareware 3D adventure game that was all the rage at that time. Mm-hmm. It just goes to show that when Microsoft bought Rare all those years ago, they had no idea what they were buying.
They had no idea. Between that and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, why isn't Young Conker? Why isn't this a Banjo-Kazooie game?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Banjo-Kazooie is a family-friendly property.
Also, a solid character. It's recognizable.
Yeah.
And with the gameplay they showed of him flying around and walking on walls and doing all this stuff, it would make more sense for Banjo and Kazooie to be doing these moves.
It's because Microsoft is afraid that people are going to associate it with Nuts and Bolts.
Probably.
That's the whole reason why they're not using it.
Because they made one bad game.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't, instead of putting out a quality game to kind of
Piggyback it.
and try to get the negative press off of it, they just full stop.
Yeah.
And that's
Which
it
is
sucks.
something that Microsoft likes to do.
Again, because Microsoft doesn't know what they have.
Yeah.
No.
They bought Rare and they're wasting it on making like Connect games and
Or
like,
Killer Instinct.
yeah.
I mean,
well, no, Rare didn't even make Killer Instinct.
Oh, they didn't. That's right. They didn't do the
They
new one.
hired
did they?
out somebody else to do it.
That's right.
Which I mean, it
the new
doesn't
KI
matter
game is pretty
anyway
good.
because everybody at Rare laughed that
Yeah.
was important is gone.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of them are doing that Kickstarter one.
Yeah,
right?
ukulele, which
Ukulele.
looks great.
Yeah. All right, so we are definitely like right to the point on time, so we
Yep.
should probably go ahead and wrap it up. Again, you've been listening to Nerd Overload. Thank you for tuning in. You can find us each and every day over at nerdoverload.com.
You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Nerd Overload website.
Yeah, give us our thumbs up or sad faces or whatever.
An angry
stupid,
face.
Give us the heart. Give us the
those
heart love.
stupid emoji.
Yeah, we were going to
things.
talk about this, but we're out of
Yeah.
Maybe next
here,
week.
Here I am getting mad right at the very end of the show. We're going to talk about this next week.
You're
for
definitely
sure.
angry emojiing right
Yes,
now.
I am.
You can send us an email at staff@nerdoverload.com.
Please.
I'll send you a prize if you send us an email.
Okay.
I have enough.
I'll send you an email. Fine.
Well, no, it has to be a listener. Can't
Okay.
be one of you guys.
Okay.
But I'm listening right now.
I have a bevy of Steam keys for different games, and you can get one.
I want
right on.
one.
Hey, I got you a Steam game. You didn't play it.
I am playing it. Sort of.
All right.
Sort of.
It's in my
you
library.
can tweet at us, by the way, at nerd_overload.
All right. Well, hey, thanks again for tuning in, and we will be back next week.
Pizza out.
This show was sponsored in part by Creative Foundations.